is the 2026 World Cup right around the corner. Guys, Carmen Bianco from wagertalk.com with a free play video up on the World Cup futures. I'm going to be doing a bunch of videos prior to the World Cup and then daily videos. So if you want to catch any of those, do us a favor, hit that subscribe button and join the ever-growing community here at Wager Talk. We're almost at 250,000 subscribers and would love to hit that before the tournament kickoff. All right, guys, I am going to cover World Cup futures, some bullet points on what to look for, what to avoid, and hopefully get you on the right path to making a few bucks in this World Cup. Since 2016, doing soccer at or European football, or football as they call it in Europe and South America, we've been releasing futures and we've been cashing some very big tickets, including the World Cups, the Euros, and the Champions League and Europa League. So we will look to do that again this year as well too. All right, let's look at some bullet points in this one. Number one, I think it's important, don't take a bad number. And by bad number, I mean public money normally comes in the last week in the lead up to this tournament, right up until a match day one. Teams like the public are going to bet are normally they gravitate to the favorites. They're the ones that get the most attention. Argentina, the defending champions. France, the defending champions 2 years removed. Obviously, England, Spain, Brazil. Those are the ones that are normally going to get the money. What that does is it lowers the price on those teams, but we get a better second level of prices on the second tier teams. France was available at plus 700. They're now plus 450 at some books, plus 500. The value's gone in France. Argentina, the value's gone in it. It doesn't mean these teams can't win, but betting on a bad number isn't the way you're going to make money long term. It's great to have closing line value if you got it at plus 700 and they're down to plus 500. But at the end of the day, don't take a bad number just because they are a name team and you know a few players on the team like an Mbappe or a Lionel Messi, Vinny Jr. It's bad for your bankroll at the end of the day if you're taking bad numbers each and every time you make a bet. Number two, look for improving teams that had very good qualifying sessions, whether it was in Europe or whether it was in South America. CONCACAF, not so much. The CONCACAF teams don't seem to fare well, even though this year four or five CONCACAF teams are in as three host nations, Canada, USA, and Mexico, automatic berths into this tournament. The next one, know your path. And by that, I mean, know the path of the team you like or you might want to bet should they make it into the knockout stages. You can do that by just getting a bracket. Get a bracket from a place like FIFA.com. Grab that bracket, fill it out. Obviously, pick your group winners, pick your second place and third place teams, and you can then see where your team that you like is going to be in the round of 32, the round of 16, and possibly the quarterfinals. That affords you the opportunity, and I'll talk about one team specific at the end of the video who are a long shot. That affords you an opportunity to make some money along the way and not have a tough path where they've got to beat two or three giants of football in order just to make it to the quarterfinals. Tournament tested teams, there are plenty of them in here. France tournament tested, Argentina tournament tested, Croatia, who can forget Croatia? 2018, they make the finals against France as a 40-1 underdog. I got a lot of grief on that one, picking as I picked pre-tournament Croatia to make the finals at 40-1. But they did. 2022, they make it to the semifinals before losing to eventual champions Argentina 3-0, but they win the third place game against Morocco. So tournament tested teams are very important. For me, point number 5 is a big one. Teams with strong backlines and midfields. You don't want to get shredded by very good teams. Having a good midfield, France had one, Argentina had one. You look at some of the World Cup winners, and even finalists of the years past, and they had strong back lines, strong midfields. Any team that can play from the back out is always important. You can stretch a team out and get some great attacking opportunities. So strong back lines and midfields are important. Your knowledge of football needs to come in and into that one, but you can find teams with value that have strong back lines and midfields. And then finally, cohesive rosters. And we're not just talking about teams with star power. Everyone seems to want to gravitate to France because they have Kylian Mbappe. They have some other good players as well too, but they seem to think Argentina are just Lionel Messi, star power. Brazil, Vinny Jr., Spain, numerous stars on that team, and that's what makes Spain a little bit different. So cohesive teams that can play well together. Croatia was one of them. I want to talk about another one, and this is one in which I'm not advocating go out there and bet it, but I'm going to have a few bucks on this one, and that is going to be Colombia. Colombia is 40-1 to win this tournament. Now, Colombia is also plus 280 to make it to the quarterfinals. Colombia is in a group with Portugal, and those two teams are going to finish first and second in this group. Now, Portugal aren't always strong starters in any of their tournaments, but they make it into the knockout stages and then progress from there. We saw them do it in the Euros, where they won the Euros a few years back, having drawn all three games in their group stages and not winning the group. So it does happen. Colombia, they finished second behind Argentina in behind Argentina and Uruguay in qualifying for the World Cup, undefeated in their first 8 games, including victories over Argentina and Brazil in qualifying. So this team does have a lot of players, some very good cohesiveness, young stars, along with some very good veterans. Now, I think they're going to win the group against Portugal. They're 40-1 to win the tournament. Do I think they're going to win the tournament? Likely not. But what happens is if they win their group, they will then play one of the 8 third-place teams in which they should win that game. That's the round of 32, the extra round in the World Cup this year. After that is the round of 16. They would likely face the winner of the other round of 32 game, which is the Group B winner, Canada, Switzerland, Bosnia, Qatar group. Whoever wins that group will play in Vancouver against a third-place team. The winner of that game would face Colombia. Colombia would beat, in my eyes, Canada, Switzerland, Bosnia, Qatar, or any third-place team. That now puts them into the quarterfinals. If you took them at plus 280 to make the quarterfinals, you're cashing a ticket. And you're free rolling a 40-1 ticket for them to make it further. Whether they make it further after that remains to be seen, because their likely opponents in the quarterfinals would be Argentina. That's the way my bracket would shake out. But that's the thought process in knowing the path of your team and having odds that if they can make it to the quarterfinals, and you're taking a couple of plays, them to win the tournament, them to make it to the quarterfinals, and you're getting plus money for the quarterfinals, you're free rolling your bigger bet. Now, when we talk about free rolling bigger bets, well, let's talk about some futures we've cashed at Wager Talk. Chelsea to win the Champions League. I knew their path once the draw for the knockout stages were set, and figured they would make a deep run. Brand new coach, a brand new manager, and Thomas Tuchel back then. 20-1, they win the tournament. Real Madrid 18-1 with a tough path. They lose their first game of the knockout stages. They go to 33-1. We come back and we bet them again. They end up winning the tournament. We cashed twice with them. France 2018 World Cup. Croatia 40-1 World Cup. Gave those to clients, told them how to hedge out Croatia and make some money. And then finally, Italy in the Euros at 12-1. These are futures that we have cashed along the way for clients, and we will look to do so in this tournament. You can get my tournament package over at Wager Talk, all plays, all futures, all props, including 5% plays for only $149. Head over to my page at wt.buzz/CB. Guys, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know who your team is to win the World Cup. Put your fandom aside and let me know who you really think is going to win the World Cup. And hit the like button as well, too, for myself and the Wager Talk family. Hopefully, some of these pointers help you make a few bucks during the World Cup. And we'll see you on the next free play video.